Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Tech Talk with Ogabassey. My name is Bola Kale, and as usual, with me today is
John Bassi.
I think I called Bassi the data activist during the last episode.
It was wonderful.
I'm very sure a couple of you would agree with that. So before we get into the meat of the matter for today's episode, I want to ask you, did you watch Galaxy Unpacked?
Yes, I did actually. I encourage everybody in our company to do so, and I would not be encouraging everybody without myself watching it. So I actually engaged myself to watch every single part of it. It wasn't so exciting, but we'll get into that.
Before we even start looking at some of the nitty-gritty of the presentation, what are your first thoughts about the Unpacked itself? Because for me, I feel like compared to when Apple launches a new device, I did not see the same level of sophistication or marketing ingenuity on the part of Samsung. So what are your own thoughts?
Well, first of all, in the marketing aspect, I would say I got the link to watch it from Samsung Nigeria the next day. I actually joined in late. I had to check on YouTube to be able to join in, but I was expecting that email, but I got it to show on the screenshot. I got it the next day. I got it after the event. Then about the event, I would say while watching it, honestly, I was more disappointed than excited, if I'm being very honest. The people that I'm seeing on the internet that are super hype, they're not telling the truth. Because if you want to ask them, okay, what is exciting you the most? There's nothing specific that somebody can shout out and say, oh wow, this blew my mind.
Interestingly, while the Unpacked was going on, I was doing a bit of research and I discovered that the S24, the Ultra specifically, is one of the best selling Samsung device ever. This thing beats the record set by the S21 Ultra, the S4, the S3. These are Samsung devices that were very successful in the past. Do you see the S25, maybe the Ultra, surpassing the height
of the S24?
The S24 did?
Honestly, I did not know that S24 was the highest. I'm more surprised because...
Wow, really?
Yes, I'm surprised because 22, 23, 24 are the same.
They are the same design. Even 25 now.
Still looks the same.
So for me, I would say the marketing around the S24 Ultra was slightly better than what they did with S25 Ultra. And then the S24 Ultra was also the first time that they introduced the Galaxy AI. And then as at that time, the generative AI was a novel idea. Like it just come out. People just see, oh, you can actually add somebody, you can remove somebody. These features,
they were very new.
They were new to people. It wasn't commonplace. Google Pixel had a couple of them, and even as far back as Google Pixel 6 or something. But Pixel is not a popular device in Nigeria now.
No,
in Nigeria, you're either an iPhone user
or a Samsung user. In terms of flagship.
People that are buying flagship phones. So I would say that helped push the S24 Ultra. However, the S25 Ultra, in my own opinion,
I'm
very sorry, Samsung. I'm your biggest fan, number one fan. I say it all the time. Samsung phone, Samsung watch. My money never long. It would have been Samsung ring.
Honestly.
But S25 Ultra, nah.
Have you seen someone with the Samsung ring? I've actually never seen anyone yet.
Maybe one of these reviewers.
Honestly, I think I should find it. It's interesting.
S25 Ultra, I'm sorry, it's a no for me. I feel we've now gotten to the stage where smartphone design has peaked. Now, what they want to sell for us now, features.
And even those features, let's even say, okay, they are stuck with the design. What features have they added to blow your mind?
So the next stage of the AI revolution now is they're marketing it as companion AI. And then the AI is multimodal. And then you can combine two tasks.
Speaking of that, actually, the first time I saw Bixby, before they integrated it with Gemini, Bixby on its own, I would say was the best in terms of
ecosystem
running tasks.
Integration.
No, not actually. Like running tasks.
Okay, that is based on your phone.
Yeah, you could tell Bixby to go to WhatsApp, send a message to my mom. Bixby will open WhatsApp, search for your mom, type the message to your mom, and actually send. No other assistant could do that. So now that they've combined it with Gemini, I believe that it will be more.
Bixby is still on its own.
Yeah,
they've not discontinued Bixby. There is this newfound collaboration between Samsung and Google. It feels like, you know what, guys, Apple is our enemy. So let's come together and see how we can finish them. So is that or Apple is collaborating with OpenAI to power Siri?
Maybe that's why Apple did not use Gemini.
Then Samsung has gone with Gemini to keep it in
the Android family.
And many report that some of these features will find their ways to other Android phones later in the year. But if I have an S23 Ultra, I don't think there is anything on the S25 that will make me say, Ogabassey, I want to swap this phone for this.
The S25. Well, it's the most recent chart.
And then processing power, the Snapdragon 8 Elite has reportedly 40% increase over its predecessor. But then there are also reports
that you not notice it.
Smartphone processors have peaked.
Exactly.
As Snapdragon 865. That was a processor that was released, I think, around 2020 or 2021.
It's only in benchmark tests you will see.
That you will see. So if I have an S21 Ultra, if I have an S22 Ultra or S23 Ultra, in my everyday use, I'm not going to notice any difference that will make me say...
Especially when they update it to One UI 7. They will basically look very alike.
Yes, speaking of One UI 7, I feel, for me, that was the most impressive aspect of the presentation.
Yeah, actually.
I like a lot of things that they said One UI 7 is capable of doing. And Samsung, unlike Apple, will most likely bring all those features
to these predecessors.
I think S22 Ultra will have most of those features.
Of course.
Not all of them.
And that leads us to the statement of different shells and insides are performing, because now they promise 7 years of software update, meaning that they are even encouraging you not to upgrade. Because now the 24 Ultra and 25 Ultra, by the time the 24 Ultra gets the One UI 7, right, basically 99% of the features that are not hardware in the 25 Ultra, you'll be able to see them on 24 Ultra. And you even have more reason not to upgrade.
So there is a catch that Samsung announced during that event that these AI features will only be available for free until the end of 2025.
On the 25 Ultra?
Yes, all of them. All the AI features. Which means from 2026, the ones that you have to use Samsung servers online to process.
You like generative image?
Yeah, like generative, all those multimodal.
You want us to pay for it?
Yeah, you start paying for it.
I don't think Nigerians will pay.
Nigerians don't do subscription well.
Why am I paying extra to own my phone again? Like, I've already paid blood for the flagship. I should not be paying subscription to use AI features. And the AI features now, how many of them do we actually use for everyday? Like, how many people will say, okay, let me pay so that I can draw a lion and let it turn to a picture? Except they want to implement it in such a way that, okay, maybe you cannot put on your phone without paying.
No, that won't work.
Exactly, they will not do that. So the subscription model, I don't know how they want it, but I don't think any Nigerian is going to be paying extras.
Sometimes I feel that these products are not targeted. Like, we are not the target market.
But they're Samsung Nigeria, so they should be having us in mind. They have a full company.
I don't have the data, and I might be wrong about this, but I suspect that in Nigeria, the A series sell more than the S series.
I'll tell you why. You are very correct. So the reason why the A series sell more is price. Over the years, the S series in Nigeria have been very, very expensive. Honestly, when I saw the prices of the 25 Ultra, I was impressed. But the first time is not so far.
$1,300.
Yeah. In Nigeria, they said 2 million.
2 million.
Surprisingly low.
My brother is not low.
No, compared to,
I understand though.
The normal price, because normally S series in Nigeria are bloody. You see, most people don't want to buy with Nigerian warranty because of the price. The price gap between Nigerian warranty and international warranty being that maybe you are buying from Dubai, the US or UK, people like to import it. Price gap is always maybe 300k, 400k, sometimes as high as 500k. What you gain with the Nigerian warranty is that maybe if your screen goes black, there's no physical damage. You can go to Samsung office and they'll fix it for you for free. If it's international warranty, you need to take it to the country you bought it from to claim that warranty. That's another problem. So that's the only advantage. But if you pay for insurance, most insurance companies do 5% of the device value. That 5% of the device value will still be lower than that price gap that they're offering you with the Nigerian warranty. So at the end of the day, to pay you to import your phone and meet an insurance company to insure your phone, you still have change to and buy maybe a case, screen guard, or maybe buy food and gauge. That's why I agree with you that A series sell more.
Yeah, okay. Another thing is, I don't think Nigerians swap their phone yearly. Let me ask you, how often do you change your phone?
I don't change my phone because it has come out to. It's an opportunity. Okay. Maybe a customer comes to the office to sell a phone, then the office is now offering me a lower price. But say I'm going to save money to go and upgrade. Like now, 25 Ultra has come out. I'm using 24. Now, maybe somebody comes to sell it, or maybe somebody just buys it and says, oh, I don't want it. Green light for me to say, oh, company, oh, I want to upgrade to Alpha. And
I think your story is not different from the average Nigerians, because I've had my phone. This is the Note 20. I've had the Note 20 for like 3 years now.
There's no need to upgrade, because at the end of the day, when you upgrade, it's just as if you moved from you just changed the shell of your phone.
Honestly. So I've had it for a while, and if with the way things are in the country now, the way things are expensive, if nothing happens to my phone, if the senior bros did not see me on the road money and say, The phone is alive. I don't see myself changing the phone this year. I still don't see the merit of smartphone manufacturers releasing phones every year. There's a profit aspect of it, like they want to make money. I get that. But from the consumer perspective, people call this the S24s.
That's a very good description.
Refresh. Nothing new, nothing extraordinary, nothing to make you say, or more.
To blow your mind.
Nothing. Like, I'm genuinely surprised. Which leads me to the next question. The same issue that the S25 series is having is the same thing that people complained about the iPhone 16 series. That other than the addition of that camera button, for me, I don't see the point.
Apple was just lazy, I beg. Apple just had to add something. Physically, Samsung just changed their ultra-wide camera.
12 megapixels, 15 megapixels. And they did it on all of them.
So
I mean,
that's the
nice
one
actually.
Major thing they changed.
Yes. Apart from the processor.
Is that fair? We should pay new for just that change, or they could have made the devices modular so that us now we will be able to change our camera ourselves.
Nothing has a line of phone called the CMF.
Mad.
And then the modularity is even cosmetics.
So like nothing specs.
You want to change the back of the phone. You want to change maybe the camera lens or something like that. Not exactly the hardware.
Their profits will go down too.
Exactly. It doesn't favor them. I mean, these are businesses.
Sure.
And the primary reason why people set up businesses is
to make money.
To make money. So in your own estimation, S25 series as a whole versus the iPhone 16 series as a whole, which of these two devices would you recommend for somebody who has no ecosystem affiliation?
So the thing is that for high-end smartphones, honestly, they need to choose a side, because an Apple boy is an Apple boy.
That's what I'm saying. For somebody that is not a fanboy,
I'll tell him to just try both of them and choose, because honestly, I can't really side, because me, I'm a Samsung boy.
But use an iPhone.
I use an iPhone, yeah, just for making videos, honestly. But I'm a Samsung boy. If the person is a videographer, I'll probably say an iPhone. Yeah. But the person is not a videographer and any other thing, I'll say buy a Samsung. Yeah. So I wanted to ask too, did you have expectation for some features that were not met for this S25 Ultra?
I wanted Samsung to match iPhone as far as videography is concerned, because we talked about it in the previous episode. That photography, Google Pixel, videography, recording videos, the iPhone, and then Samsung is the middle child, where it's not exactly the best when it comes to photography, but and then it's not the best when it comes to videography, but it's not bad. But then the comparison videos that I've seen online, S25 Ultra still not does not match Apple, and then Apple will release the next gen. And in Apple's defense, even if their hardware did not change,
you will see a camera. Honestly,
you see that there is an improvement in this camera. I mean, if
the 15 Pro Max and the 16 Pro Max,
they have the same hardware.
Clear difference.
But then, if you look at it very well, you realize that there were a lot of things.
I have checked it. 15 Pro Max and 16 Pro Max, the gap in camera quality is significant. Even if the body looks the same,
identical,
but at least if you bring out the camera, because most people that are buying high-end devices, most likely now because of the camera.
They do that.
So opening it and looking at it and seeing a very clear difference, at least at that point, you say a good sale upgrade.
In some cases, you will realize that there are even some scenes that the S24 Ultra
is looking better than Gen 5.
Better than the S25 Ultra. So that's one of the problems that I have with Samsung as far as their software is concerned. They've not nailed that processing, that color science. And then their phones are unreliable. Sometimes you bring it out, you take a picture, you're like, damn, this is nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes, if you just take that same picture again,
you'll be like, am I holding a flagship?
It's a different phone. It's a different phone.
There was a lady that bought S24 Ultra that called and said she wanted to downgrade to A51. I laughed. I laughed.
Jesus.
And laughed. I say, Ma, are you serious? I laughed. Because this kind of thing, they usually call me now. Let me help speak to the customer to convince her, that kind of thing. I'm like, Ma, are you sure? I said, yes. Her A series that she dashed out her A50 something, not even 70 something, A50 something, like 24 Ultra was not giving her joy. I said, Ma, have you checked the settings? They say, yes. But I laughed. My God, I laughed. And I believe it's because of those scenarios that we're talking about.
Because
those moments of failure, let me say failure, of Samsung's camera just failing for no reason at all. Every Samsung user with an S series will say, okay, that sometimes they will take pictures and they are disappointed.
Exactly. So
why?
I had a friend, she had this Techno Phantom, I think they're foldable. And then she called me and she was like, Bola, recommend a device I can use. I want to upgrade. I'm like, S24. So she got the S25 and I called her and I was like, how's the experience? She said, not bad. It wasn't exactly
Expected more.
Yeah, that she expected more. So that's one of the things that I was expecting for the S25 Ultra. That finally let's have a camera experience that would blow the iPhone out of water. And
what I actually expected from the 25 Ultra was Samsung has been giving us 5000 mAh.
Okay.
Honestly, and I expected at least we should have gotten a bigger battery.
Yeah.
And if not a bigger battery, a different type of battery, which is the silicon carbide battery. Yeah. So that silicon carbide battery now, because the new battery technology, it would have been able to give them more room. Because I read that
literally two batteries combined into one.
Exactly. It's a smaller size, and it can have a higher capacity. I think it's already in a phone.
Yes, the OnePlus 13 has it.
Exactly. So if it's already in a phone, it means that
technology exists,
and Samsung can implement that, but profits over us. Maybe it's profit, I don't know. Second point that annoyed me was the removal of the Bluetooth functionality of the S Pen.
I have that in my notes because as someone that uses the S Pen all the time, that was a sore spot for me.
It pained me inside my soul.
The number of times I would drop my phone, stay with my friends, and then use the remote control feature and just do palm.
Take a picture, bro. It they bust people head.
Bust people head.
The feature that an iPhone cannot do.
Nobody has it. So according to, I think, Android Authority, one of these big tech media, wrote to them, and then they said they discovered that only 0.1% of the users actually use it.
Let me now ask you a question. I mean, I read that it was 1%, so I don't know that 1% or 0.1%. How did they get that number? Think about it. Are they tracking our Bluetooth usage? Because think about it now. How does Samsung know that only 1% of users use Bluetooth? Because Bluetooth is not an online feature.
Yes,
it's an offline feature. So how do they know that
number of people that
1% of users?
Was there a questionnaire that we answered?
Do you understand? Was there a survey? Or are they checking our phone to know the removal and the connection status between the pen?
This privacy conversation starts now, won't finish. And I think it's about to get worse with these new AI features that they are recommending.
Let me not bust it. If I tell you this thing, you feel vex. They are selling an S Pen with Bluetooth functionality separate.
What?
I'm telling you. I read it this morning. Samsung has removed the Bluetooth from the S Pen, and they are now selling a separate S Pen that has Bluetooth functionality.
Will I be a bad person if I say I don't want the S25 to sell very well,
bro?
So that they will return some of these things.
People have been asking that, will the S24 Ultra pen work with the S25 Ultra? I saw information this morning too. It works in terms of usage, but the Bluetooth functionalities don't work.
So it's deliberate.
So my former S24 Ultra's Bluetooth now cannot work for my S25 Ultra. I need to go and buy either the S Pen Pro or maybe this their new S Pen that Bluetooth functionality. Because the person was saying that maybe the S Pen they are referring to is the S Pen Pro.
Okay, there's an S Pen Pro.
There's an S Pen Pro now, so separately for the Fold series and the rest. Okay. So you cannot enter your phone. It's fat.
Yeah,
it's a very stressful accessory.
It is.
Exactly.
It's giving Apple Pencil vibe.
So Samsung has chosen profits over the 1% of people that use Bluetooth in their S Pen. I thought it's going to pay you now. To hear that news is painful.
No.
They should even remove the S Pen
exactly
back.
Now.
Just remove it at once. Let us know that it's not part of the phone, because now you have given us a pen that is just a pen, and now we will not have more fake pens, because normally it was very hard for all these third-party people to replicate those Bluetooth functionality, and trying to put that Bluetooth chip inside will be expensive.
Exactly.
So they have cut costs. I don't know if the price is the same as last year's price. Is it the same?
Yeah, it's price the same.
So they have cut costs to save money. They've removed charger. They've removed earpiece. Remove everything at once. Let's just buy the phone now. No, we're buying phone, because that move is very painful. Honestly, we can't show off anymore.
And then there are air gestures, so like you just do to go back.
Freestyle. Even if people do it, when you want to show yourself, you show yourself.
If I'm buying a phone for 2 million naira, I should be able to.
Do you understand?
I'm entitled to a bit of show off.
Do you understand? A lot of features, but now less features
more
and
AI.
A better AI phone.
More AI.
That they will see chargers for later. As you have said, because that one I did not even know.
Samsung for my answer.
Honestly,
as their biggest fan, I'm disappointed. They broke my heart.
Cheers.
They broke my heart. Maybe this time I'll throw away my watch.
But I still like their watch.
Their watch.
So fine.
The one they started copying iPhone now.
Let's not go there. Let's not bring that table. So those are the two things I actually expected to see an upgrade for. And maybe removing the charging port. Since they want to remove everything, they remove the charging port and offer us through wireless charging.
Thank you for bringing that up, because the first iPhone device that had wireless charging was the iPhone 10, which all of you have been calling iPhone X. I judge you all. The iPhone 10, erroneously called iPhone X by Nigerians.
You don't talk about 10X Max.
Oh,
You have three full names for that phone. You have the
Really?
10X Max,
Okay.
XS Max,
uh-huh.
X Max.
People call it X Max.
Hi, you don't want to know.
I think maybe one of these days we're going to do a video about the phone models that are mispronounced by Nigerians.
Oh my God,
I mean, there are a lot of them.
Yes,
I've had some
yes.
very funny variation of Xiaomi.
Don't go there with Xiaomi. Xiaomi. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.